Listen up, chosen ones. Your energy is a whole different frequency, and people can't help but feel it. You're like a storm rolling in, silent but undeniable, commanding attention without even trying. The way you move through life with that unshakable confidence and laser focus leaves people in awe. They're not just watching, they're recalibrating their entire approach because your presence forces them to. It's not just about what you do, it's about who you are. You exude a power that doesn't need to shout, it whispers, and somehow, that's even louder. Every decision you make feels final, every step deliberate, and that kind of precision. It's intimidating. You're not just in control of yourself, you make others question their own control. That's the kind of influence that changes the game entirely. You're not here to fit into anyone's box, and that alone shakes the foundations of those around you. Your mere existence is a quiet rebellion, a refusal to play by the rules that others blindly follow. You move with purpose, carving your own path with a confidence that doesn't demand attention, but commands respect. For some, your authenticity is a breath of fresh air. For others, it's a storm they weren't prepared for. You don't seek validation, and that's what makes you unstoppable. You're a reminder of what it looks like to live unapologetically, and for those still searching for themselves, you're a reflection they can't ignore. The beauty of it all? You're not trying to prove anything, you're simply being, and that depth, that unshakable sense of self, is something they'll never be able to define or diminish. You're the curveball no one saw coming, the element of surprise that disrupts the carefully constructed plans of those around you. While most people live within the confines of predictability, you exist outside the lines, defying expectations with every move you make. It's not that you aim to create chaos, it's that your authenticity naturally dismantles their illusions of control. They thrive on rules, patterns, and power games. But you're untouchable, operating on a level they can't access. Your strength lies in your unshakable foundation, built on self-awareness and mastery, making you immune to their attempts to manipulate or define you. It's not intimidation. It's a quiet, undeniable power that forces them to confront their own lack of authenticity. And that, more than anything, is what leaves them scrambling. True leadership isn't about seeking control. It's about embodying a presence so authentic that people naturally gravitate toward you. You don't demand attention. It's earned through the consistency of your actions and the clarity of your purpose. In a world overflowing with noise and pretense, your integrity is a beacon, illuminating the truth and exposing the falsehoods others cling to. But what truly sets you apart is your unpredictability. You don't play by their rules or react the way they expect. Instead, you move with intention, calm, calculated, and precise. This isn't recklessness. It's a strategy so refined that it leaves others disarmed, unable to predict your next step. Your presence doesn't just lead, it challenges, disrupts, and inspires, leaving an undeniable mark on everyone who crosses your path. There was a time when the weight of life seemed unbearable, when every challenge felt like it was designed to break you. But instead of falling, you rose. Each trial, each heartbreak, each relentless storm became a lesson, a tool, a piece of the armor you now wear. The pain didn't define you, it refined you. You didn't just survive, you transformed. What once felt like insurmountable obstacles became stepping stones, and what could have been scars turned into badges of honor. Like a phoenix, you emerged from the ashes stronger, wiser, and more focused than ever. Losses that would have shattered others only fueled your determination, and now you move forward with a resilience that inspires and a focus that cannot be shaken. The struggles you've endured didn't just shape you, they fortified you. Each hardship became a stepping stone, each setback a chance to grow. You've faced moments where giving up seemed easier, where the weight of it all felt insurmountable, yet you found strength in the chaos. You didn't just survive, you thrived, transforming every ounce of pain into purpose. Now, when challenges arise, you face them with unwavering resolve, not because life has been easy, but because you've already conquered the impossible. People can't help but notice the quiet power in your presence. Someone who's walked through the fire and emerged unbroken. Someone who doesn't fear the storm because they've become it. It unsettles them to see someone who refuses to be shaken, someone whose strength runs deeper than they can comprehend. They sense it, not in words, but in the quiet confidence you exude, the unspoken resilience that radiates from within. You've endured storms that would have left others broken, but instead of crumbling, you built yourself stronger. What they fear most is how effortlessly you've transformed pain into power, turning every setback into a stepping stone. It's not arrogance, it's authenticity. You don't parade your struggles because you don't need to. Your presence speaks louder than any story could. You are a living testament to the idea that battles don't define you, they refine you. And that truth is what leaves them both inspired and unnerved. The person you've become is a living embodiment of purpose and perseverance. Your strength isn't just a reflection of past battles won, it's the fire that fuels your every step forward. While others may be intimidated by your unwavering focus, you understand that it's not about fear or dominance, it's about clarity. You've found a power that comes from within, unshaken by the need for approval or applause. Your actions are guided by a purpose so deeply ingrained that it propels you forward even when the path is uncertain. This alignment between who you are and what you stand for is your greatest weapon, a force that can't be replicated or understood by those who lack it. And it's this quiet, unyielding resolve that makes you truly unstoppable. When you align with your deeper purpose, you become an unstoppable force, a beacon of conviction that cannot be dimmed by fleeting trends or surface-level distractions. People are drawn to the quiet power you exude, recognizing that your presence is not merely for passing moments, but for creating lasting impact. There's a precision in your actions, a deliberate energy that reveals you're striving for something far greater than personal gain. While others scramble for validation or chase after the temporary, you remain steadfast, rooted in your vision. This unwavering focus, this unshakable sense of self, is what sets you apart. It commands respect, even from those who may not fully understand it, because they see in you a strength that refuses to bend under the weight of external pressures. You are a force of purpose, and that is undeniably magnetic. Your unwavering authenticity sends ripples through a world built on conformity and facades. In a society that often rewards sameness, your refusal to dilute your truth is a quiet revolution. You don't just step outside the mold, you shatter it entirely, creating space for something real, something raw. This is why you ignite such strong reactions in others. For some, you are a source of inspiration, a living example of what it means to live boldly and unapologetically. For others, your presence is unsettling, a mirror reflecting their own compromises and unfulfilled potential. You challenge the status quo simply by existing, reminding everyone that a life lived with integrity and purpose is not only possible, but necessary. The way others respond to your presence is beyond your control, yet it is inevitable. Some will see you as a light, a guide to what they could become if they chose to embrace their own purpose and authenticity. To them, you are proof that strength and clarity are attainable, a living example of what it means to rise above fear and limitation. But for others, your very existence feels like a confrontation. You unintentionally expose the gaps in their own lives, their lack of focus, their avoidance of growth. To them, you are a reflection of what they're not yet ready to face. Yet, none of this is your burden to bear. Your only responsibility is to keep walking your path, knowing that how others perceive you says more about them than it ever will about you. You embody the art of quiet power, carrying the duality of being both admired and feared with effortless grace. There is no need for grand declarations or loud proclamations. Your actions speak volumes. Every choice you make, every move you take, is a reflection of the vision you've committed to. This unwavering alignment with your purpose radiates a confidence that doesn't demand attention, but naturally commands it. It's not just what you do that sets you apart, but the deliberate way in which you do it, always rooted in the bigger picture you've so carefully crafted for yourself. No matter the chaos or noise around you, you remain steadfast, anchored by the clarity of your purpose. The opinions of others may echo, but they never reach the depths of your being. You've mastered the art of staying true to yourself, moving forward with unwavering conviction, even when your journey is misunderstood. This resilience, this ability to stay aligned with your vision, is the secret to your continued rise. For you, purpose isn't just a thought or a fleeting motivation. It's the essence of who you are. It's the steady flame that fuels your actions, the foundation of the unshakable energy you carry into the world. While others wander, seeking clarity and purpose, you stand firm, guided by the direction you've already discovered. That sense of certainty, that unshakable alignment with who you are and where you're headed, is what sets you apart. It's not just your confidence, but your commitment to your path that makes you unstoppable, a force that moves through life with intention and power. You don't just exist, you lead, inspire, and create, leaving an undeniable mark on everything you touch. Chosen ones, pause for a moment and take action. Subscribe to the channel and share this message with those who need it, because this is your turning point, a crossroads where intention meets action and dreams transform into reality. You are no longer confined by hesitation or the need for validation. You are stepping fully into the truth of who you are, fearless and unstoppable. Every hardship you've endured, every triumph you've celebrated, has prepared you for this moment of self-realization. The power within you, long waiting to be unleashed, is now breaking free, not just to light your own path, but to illuminate the journeys of those around you. Each choice you make, each leap of faith, becomes a testament to your courage and a beacon of hope for others. You are not just living your story, you are rewriting the narrative, crafting a legacy defined by purpose, resilience, and boundless possibility. The time is now to embrace your brilliance, to trust the fire within you, and to step forward knowing the world is ready for the impact only you can create. This is your awakening. This is your revolution. This is your destiny fulfilled. People sense it before they understand it, a quiet force that changes the dynamic of any space you enter. Your presence doesn't shout, it resonates. It's not about words or gestures, but the essence of who you are that commands attention. Unlike the loud and chaotic displays of power people expect, your strength is calm, deliberate, and unwavering. It's a storm contained within, perfectly controlled, and waiting for the right moment to be unleashed. Every action you take is purposeful, every step intentional, and this mastery over your own energy leaves others in awe. They can't quite explain it, but they feel it, a magnetic pull, a shift in the air. You don't just walk into a room, you transform it, simply by being. When you enter a space, it's as if a mirror is held up to everyone around you. Their insecurities, their masks, their pretenses, all come into sharp focus, not because you demand it, but because your energy leaves no room for anything less than truth. It's not intimidation that unsettles them, it's the quiet power of your authenticity. You don't need to speak or act to command attention. Your presence alone inspires reflection and calls forth honesty. This is your gift, your strength, the ability to shift the atmosphere and awaken something real in others, not through force, but through the silent authority of simply being yourself. You don't seek the spotlight, yet it finds you effortlessly. It's not in what you say, but in the way you hold yourself, with quiet confidence and unwavering focus. Your silence speaks volumes, a steady presence that observes, absorbs, and understands the unspoken truths around you. While others rush to fill the air with noise, you remain calm, deliberate, and intentional, allowing the world to unfold before you. Every action you take is measured, every decision purposeful, and this precision sets you apart. You don't squander your energy on distractions. Instead, you channel it into what truly matters. It's this clarity, this quiet mastery, that others admire and aspire to emulate. You are a force of calculated calm in a world addicted to chaos. While others are swept away by impulse and emotion, you remain steadfast, moving with a purpose that few can comprehend. Your unpredictability isn't born of recklessness, but of strategy. Every action is deliberate, every response aligned with your intentions. This unnerves people, not because you are loud or forceful, but because your silence holds power. They can't read you, can't control you, and that unknown leaves them unsettled. Yet, even in their unease, they can't help but respect you. Your restraint, your refusal to play their games, commands a quiet authority that speaks louder than words ever could. You don't just move through the world, you shift it. True power doesn't shout, it resonates. You've mastered the art of restraint, the ability to harness your energy and direct it with precision. People sense it in you, a quiet, unshakable strength that doesn't seek approval or attention. It's the kind of power that exists simply because it's earned, not displayed. Like the calm before a storm, your presence is felt long before it's seen, building steadily until the moment demands action. And when that moment comes, you strike with purpose, leaving no room for error. This level of mastery is rare, a balance of confidence and control that commands both respect and awe. It's not fear of what you might do, but admiration for what you choose not to, that sets you apart. The power within you is a testament to the truth that strength doesn't need to shout to be felt. You are the embodiment of quiet resilience, a force that moves with purpose and leaves an indelible impression on everything it touches. It's not just your actions that define you, but the energy you carry, an energy that speaks louder than words ever could. People feel your presence long before they see you, and even in your absence, your name lingers, carried by the weight of the impact you've made. You don't chase recognition, it follows you, drawn to the undeniable mark you leave behind, a legacy built not on noise, but on unshakable purpose. People who cross your path are left with an impression that lingers far beyond the moment. It's not your words or outward displays that captivate them, but the unshakable presence you carry, a quiet strength that speaks volumes without ever needing to shout. What unsettles and inspires them in equal measure is that your reputation is not built on illusions or empty promises, but on a foundation of truth, integrity, and undeniable results. They've heard the stories of challenges that would have broken others, of moments where you turned obstacles into stepping stones. What they see in you is a rare precision, an ability to move through life with purpose, transforming setbacks into triumphs. It's not just what you've done that leaves a mark, it's how you've done it. Your reputation is a testament to a rare kind of strength, the kind that doesn't just endure, but excels in the face of adversity. It's not just the stories of your triumphs that inspire awe, but the way you carry yourself, with a calm confidence that speaks louder than any threat ever could. People tread carefully around you, not out of fear alone, but out of reverence for the unwavering integrity and precision you bring to every challenge. You've proven time and again that underestimating you is a grave mistake, and yet it's not intimidation that defines you, it's respect. The respect earned through consistency, grace, and an unyielding commitment to your principles. Even those who may envy or resent you can't ignore the undeniable truth. You are a force to be reckoned with, not because you demand reverence, but because you embody it. The weight you carry isn't a burden, it's a promise of what's yet to come. It's not just your history that commands attention, but the untapped potential that lingers beneath the surface like a storm waiting to break. Every decision you make, every step you take, feels measured and purposeful, leaving those around you both captivated and cautious. They understand that your power isn't reckless, it's controlled, calculated, and deeply intentional. What unsettles them most isn't what you've already achieved, but the quiet possibility of what you're still capable of. That potential is a force in itself, one that inspires admiration, respect, and just enough fear to remind them that your story is far from over. Those who dare to challenge you soon come to understand the gravity of their miscalculation. It's not just about emerging victorious, it's about the precision with which you unravel their expectations, leaving no doubt that you were always in control. You don't merely respond, you anticipate, staying several moves ahead in a game they didn't even realize they were playing. Each confrontation becomes a lesson, a quiet reminder that underestimating you is a mistake no one makes twice. It's not the fear of defeat that lingers, it's the realization that every step they took was already accounted for, every move they made already countered by your foresight. Your actions are deliberate, your intentions clear, and by the time others grasp the depth of your strategy, they're already caught in its wake. What makes your legacy so enduring is its undeniable foundation, rooted not in illusion or manipulation, but in truth and tangible results. It's this authenticity that makes your reputation untouchable, immune to the whispers of doubt or the noise of speculation. While others may rely on words to shape their image, your actions have always spoken louder, carving a path that commands both respect and admiration. The weight of your reputation isn't something you carry, it's something you've earned, a reflection of the discipline, focus, and unwavering authenticity that define who you are. It's not just a legacy, it's a standard, one that few could ever hope to match. No matter how closely others try to imitate, they can never truly capture the essence of what makes you extraordinary. Your reputation is not something crafted or borrowed. It is the purest reflection of your character, a force that moves with quiet intensity, yet leaves a mark that cannot be erased. You are a paradox, both fierce and composed, a source of admiration and unease. People are drawn to you, inspired by your strength, yet wary of the power you wield with such precision. This duality is what sets you apart, a balance of grace and might that few can understand, let alone replicate. To some, you are the embodiment of possibility, a living testament to what can be achieved through strength, determination, and an unshakable sense of purpose. To others, you are a reflection of their own unfulfilled potential, a reminder of the gaps they'd rather ignore. For those brave enough to face their fears, your presence is a guiding light, urging them to rise above their doubts and strive for something greater. But for those unwilling to confront their own shortcomings, you become a shadow they'd rather avoid, a truth they cannot bear to see. In either case, your impact is undeniable. Whether as a source of inspiration or a catalyst for discomfort, you leave no one unchanged. Your presence is a quiet yet powerful catalyst, compelling others to confront the truths they've long avoided. It's not through words or actions meant to criticize, but through the unwavering authenticity and precision with which you live your life. You illuminate the gaps they've grown accustomed to ignoring, the compromises they've made without question. It's not your aim to reveal their shortcomings, but simply by being who you are, focused, grounded, and unapologetically true, you hold up a mirror that forces them to see what they've chosen to overlook. In your light, they are faced with a choice, to rise to their potential or to retreat into the comfort of denial. You are a quiet revolution in a world that clings to sameness, a reminder that true power lies in individuality. By refusing to compromise who you are, you inspire others to confront the masks they wear and the roles they've been conditioned to play. Your authenticity is not loud or boastful, it's steady, unyielding, and undeniable. It's not about seeking attention or validation, it's about living in alignment with your truth, no matter how uncomfortable that may be for others. Your presence is a disruption, not because you intend it to be, but because your refusal to conform challenges the very fabric of a world built on fitting in. In every step, in every action, you send a clear message. You are here to create, not imitate.